let's talk blockchain. I know, it sounds super complicated. But what if I told you we could break it all down with a simple, kind of silly joke? This little method might just change how you tackle any big idea. So, let's dive in.
All right, so baking and Bitcoin, what's the connection? I mean, it sounds totally random, right? Well, trust me, stick with me here, because this weird connection is actually the secret to understanding the whole thing. It's a pretty powerful mental shortcut, as you're about to see.
Okay, first up, let's get right to it. The joke. You ready for this?
All right, here's the setup. Why did Bitcoin go to the bakery? I'll give you a beat to think on that one. Any guesses? Because it wanted to make a blockchain of bread. You see it? A block chain of bread. Yeah, okay, I know it's a total dad joke, but it's actually way smarter than it sounds. You'll see what I mean in a second. Okay, enough with the bad puns for now, because this is actually where things get really interesting. Let's break down why that little joke is the perfect tool for getting a handle on this huge idea. So, what even is a blockchain? Let's get real for a second. At its heart, it's just a digital ledger. Think of it like a notebook, you know? But here's the magic part. That notebook isn't owned by one person or one bank. Nope, it's shared across a massive network of computers. That's what people mean when they say decentralized. And the best part? Once you write something in it, it's almost impossible to change. That's the security that makes it so powerful. And this right here, this is where the joke clicks into place. On one side, you've got a literal chain of bread. Simple, right? On the other, you've got this digital chain of data blocks. What the joke does so brilliantly is it swaps that abstract digital idea for a picture you can actually imagine, a secure linked chain. It just makes sense, doesn't it?
You know, this whole baking thing? It's more than just a funny pun. It actually lines up pretty darn well with how a blockchain is actually built, step by step.
Check this out. It's a perfect parallel. Step 1, you add your ingredients. In blockchain, that's your transaction data. Step 2, you bake a loaf of bread. Well, that's a new block getting created with all that data inside. And then step 3, and this is the most important part, you chain the loaves together. In the digital world, that new block is cryptographically linked. It's like being super glued to the one before it. It gets a unique digital fingerprint, a hash. Think of it like a wax seal on a letter. You can't mess with it without everyone knowing, and that is what creates the secure, unchangeable record. See? Baking and blockchain? Who knew? So yeah, we've learned a bit about blockchain, but there's a much bigger idea hiding in this silly joke. It's actually a whole new way to think about learning, well, anything complex, really. And this is really the key takeaway from all of this. The next time you come across some big, scary-sounding concept, just try to connect it to something you already know, something simple and everyday. It's a mental substitution, and it's so powerful. It's not about dumbing things down. It's about making a really smart connection in your own brain to make it click. And it's not just baking, right? You could think of a blockchain like following a recipe. Every step has to come in the right order. Or, hey, what about your morning routine? It's a chain of events that happens the same way every day. Even making a sandwich. I mean, think about it. Some of those steps are irreversible. Once you put the mustard on the bread, you can't really take it off. It's there for good. Okay, so you've seen how this technique works. Now, I'm going to put you on the spot. It's your turn to get creative. So I'll leave you with this question. What other everyday things could you use to explain blockchain? Maybe it's like building with Legos, where each brick snaps onto the last one. Or knitting a scarf, right, where every stitch depends on the one before it. The possibilities are totally endless. And when you find your own analogy, it does more than just help you understand it. It helps you explain it to someone else. And that, right there, is when you really know you've got it.